Hey everyone, welcome back to Cheryl's Creations. I am so sorry. It has been quite some time since I have posted a video. My world has just gone nuts, but it's getting better. I'm on like a month off of work. Being a teacher, I'm between spring semester and summer quarter, and so I've got about 3 or 4 weeks, and I've been enjoying it. Been doing some crochet, made several trips to Joann's. So why don't we just even start with that? Anyway, welcome if you're new, or welcome back if you've been following along. This is my crazy world, or my crazy crochet world. And when Joann's announced that they were going out of business, kind of started keeping track of everything like several other folks have done. I think I posted a while back that my friend and I had gone to Indianapolis. We had done several little tours picking up different things. We have since, the only store we have gone back to is in Indianapolis, on the north side, and we have made we made 2 more trips. Once when the yarn was 40% off, and so I picked up a bunch then. We went this past Friday. Yarn was 50% off. Polyfill was 60%, so I got some more polyfill. I have 25 pounds of polyfill in my garage for backups. So I think I have enough polyfill for a while. I have more yarn than I can find space for, so I got to be adjusting some shelves. I don't know if I have any pictures. I'll put them up, but I don't think I took a whole lot of pictures of what I acquired. So just know that I've been there, I've done that, I've stocked up on a bunch of things, and I've got enough to keep me busy for a very long time. So what have I been busy doing? Well, some of this stuff, I actually have just a couple things that are here. Some things I have already delivered, sold, or they're in my inventory. So I'll put some pictures in, and I will link all of the patterns in the description below. So the first thing I want to talk about is this cat pillow, which I'll put over here. This was a fun project. I did it in black and white. I think I want to do another one in maybe teal and purple, or 2 tones of teal. It really didn't take very long. It was not very difficult, and it was fun. I've had it at a couple of shows, and people look at it, they touch it, they think it's great. Nobody's bought it yet, but it is up there, and people are taking a look at it. So I'll put that one down below. Another thing I have done is this fairy, and it came out so adorable. I did this because we have a brand new grandbaby. My bonus daughter and her husband had a baby girl in April 7th, 16th, I think. And so I had made this for her because all the new babies get things. And it is very soft. It has stitched eyes. And it's just a lovely little pattern. Didn't take long at all. The wings were very easy. And I love it. I'm going to be making some more of those in different colors. But I really absolutely loved that one. Another one I did, just scrolling through my patterns. I'm just trying to see what I have, what I haven't done out of my stash of patterns. And I came across the tiger. Put the tiger up here. Very cute little tiger. Very good pattern. Very simple. Probably the hardest thing was going back and putting its stripes in. More so because it was, you know, where do I want to put them? There's no rhyme or reason. You can put them wherever you want, you know, without trying to start and stop a whole lot of times. But the face was not difficult. The ears were not difficult. So I really, really enjoyed that. And the pattern has the orangey yellow. It had a white and black, and it had another color. So it has some variations of what you can do with that pattern. So it was really, really good. This one I don't have a pattern for, but here are Cheeseballs. I was at a vendor event just a little over a week ago, and the girl next to us came over. We were talking, and she says, "Can you make Cheeseballs?" And I was like, "What on earth are you talking about?" Well, she showed me a picture and explained that she works, I want to say she said she works like in a daycare or with kids, and she is leaving her job in July, and she's making these little things for the other teachers. And one of the things she saw was the Cheeseballs with a little note attached, a lot like the positive potato type of thing. And so she had looked online and found somebody that would make the Cheeseballs, but they wanted to charge her $120 for 12 little Cheeseballs. And I'm telling you, the Cheeseballs are only about 1.5 inches, 2 inches round. So I told her $2 a piece, and I did them. Didn't take me very long. I really feel bad about $2 a piece for something like this. But then I think, okay, I'm going to take them to her. And she's about 30 minutes away. So I don't, you know, that'll help cover my gas to take them. I don't always deliver like that, but this one was no problem. So in about 3 days, I will be taking those to her. She absolutely loves them. I sent her a picture, and so she's going to make up the cards to go with them. And, you know, that'll be just, they're so cute. And, what else have I been working on? Slowly, as I have traveled in cars, been doing, if I just need something very brainless to do, so to speak, I've been doing some washcloths. And this is what has been dubbed the Lisa stitch, where it's a single crochet, a double, a single, a double, a single. And we all know that there's probably a name out there for it, but if you watch Lisa at Happy to Hook Crochet, they will talk about the Lisa stitch. So will Rose at Roselikescrochet. And I'll talk about Rose in a bit here in a minute. So I have several washcloths, and actually at my last market, I had a lady ask about washcloths, and I only had one. And so I thought, well, I better make up some more. Because they really hadn't been selling, but I really hadn't been putting them out. So I've got a few more. And the other thing is soap sacks. These are real big right now, especially for donation to like homeless shelters, other places like that. So I'm kind of making up some sets of different things. And so I've got just 2 soap stacks made, but I've got probably, I don't know, 8 washcloths made. So I'm going to continue on with some of those. I'm working on, in my booth setup, I've gone to the stand-up racks, and I'm going to have the face of one of them be all kitchen-y type products, like the hanging towels, the washcloths, coasters, hot pads. And another thing that has just, I've sold out of them, I've got to make some more jar openers, where you take the shelf liner and you crochet around the edge. And I will do a picture of those in probably my next video. I don't have any made up right now because I've been working on other things. So I'm been where I work a little in cotton and do some of that stuff, and then I come back and do some more plush, back and forth. And this last item I have to show you turned out absolutely adorable. I've had this pattern for a while, and it is a stackable ring toy for children, and it is cats. So you can see it's got 3 cats on it. Okay, the little eyes, the whiskers, and it's on a skirt. What the pattern calls it, and I will post the pattern. The pattern calls it a scratching post because it looks like rope, right? Well, when I got done, because the pattern has 3 cats, all right, and it's got a base. Now, okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. In my base, I put just a tad bit of weight because I have done several stacker toys, and one of the things that happens is it gets wobbly, and so I put just a little bit of, actually I used fish gravel. I was looking for my poly pellets, which I haven't found, and I know I have a bazillion of them somewhere. But I'd had a little bit of fish gravel, and I used, this is a 1 pound bag, and I used probably 1/3 of it. So not a lot. And I wrapped them in a nylon hose, pantyhose type thing, and put it in there. And then I finished it off with my polyfill, okay? But when I got up here to the top, I had this much space left, and I thought, I don't like the way that looks. And I hem-hawed, and I called my friend, and I said, what can I do? Should I add another cat? But I wasn't sure I wanted to do that. So she says, well, what about making some kind of a cap or something a little different to go on the top? So I got the idea to put goldfish, or fish, because cats like fish. And so I made a blue ring that looks like water, and I attached goldfish swimming in different directions. So, and this was just a random goldfish pattern I had, and I'll link it with it if I can still find it. But I mean, I've got it digitally downloaded, so I'll try it. And this ring is the same size as the top cat. So when I put that on, it fills it out really nice. And so, and can't wait to take this to its first event and see what some people think of it. But I have done other stackers. I've done some in a jungle theme. I've actually done that one a couple of times. I did a big standing dragon. I've done a doll. So I like to have these occasionally, just 1 or 2. They take a little bit longer to do because you're doing multiple parts. This is in 4 weight. You could probably do them in cotton if you wanted them, in cotton, but I use my 4 weight acrylics. And I do have to charge a little bit more because they are a little bit more work. But let me tell you, people who want them or like them, they will pay it. So this will go, I think I'm going to save this for the county fair. My friend and I have a booth in the merchant building at our county fair, which starts like the 5th of July. So we'll be there like every night for a week. So I am spending my time also building my inventory to be there for 5 days. And so I think I might save this for that as kind of an eye catcher, table getter, whatever. So yeah. I think they're just adorable. Okay. So I have had a few markets. I haven't made as much money as I had been, but one thing is, my friend who also does crochet, we're sharing a booth. And so if the booth made $300 that day, sometimes I make more than her, sometimes she makes more than me. There's been a couple times it's been pretty even. But I'm a little frustrated because I know when I did it myself, I made a lot more money. So if you are a crocheter and if you do vendors and you share a booth, or tell me what your experience is. Is it a good thing to keep doing that? Should I try and shy away from it? I do have 2 farmers market events that I'm going to go do that I'm doing by myself. So I think I'm going to see how those go. But let me know kind of what you think if you share a booth or you combine with another person. If you don't watch her, and I will link her below, Rose at Roselikescrochet is doing some charity work. She's collecting items that's going to a crafters charity up near Chicago. I'll link a video and some information. And they service a lot of different agencies that need things like hats, soap sacks, washcloths, baby blankets, and there's a whole list of things that they ask for. K&K Crochet also, I have hats already started for fall. They collect hats and a couple of different items for their Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, and I will connect them down below. So if you are a crocheter and you know, have the desire to send a few things to either one of these, by all means, you know, they are thrilled to have assistance. I send to both of those. I also have donated to the local Salvation Army, who helps with our homeless population. I do hats and scarves and gloves towards the winter, and I've also donated hats, gloves, scarves to the mental health center here in town that has a homeless division where they check, because a lot of the homeless have mental health issues. And so they have a backpack program where they will fill backpacks for the homeless that have things that they need. And so I gear towards the winter. I'll also be adding washcloths and soap sacks to that this year. So, you know, if you have a, need or would like to, you can also search out your own community to see what they need. Birthright, your homeless shelters, your soup kitchens, some of the churches, food pantries may need some stuff. So I encourage you, if you can, to reach out and help. Rose also does random acts of kindness, and there is a Facebook page called Random Acts of Crochet Kindness, where you leave little bitty things in different places with a little tag that says, I'm not lost, you know, take me home, enjoy, smile, you're fabulous, have a great day, any of those types of things. So follow along if you can on Facebook, and and if you want to do it in your own community, you're more than, you know, they do all kinds of things. So that is all of my updates for the moment. I'm about 2 weeks out from my next vendor event, and I will keep you posted on things that I get made. I've got one custom order I'm working on, and I've got several things I want to do. I've been downloading patterns. It's like I just can't crochet fast enough. So anyway, a little long-winded today, but I am going to get off of here, get back to business, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Look for another video, hopefully, within a reasonable short period of time. Have a great day. Crochet away, everybody.